What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for checking out Shinsen88 Gaming. Today we're going to be checking out a relatively weird game, but one that I think is actually kind of cool and worth your time. This, as you can see from the title, is Squirrel Stapler, the interactive small game hunting game. This is by David Szymanski, who you probably know from Iron Lung or Dusk, so definitely has a bit of a pedigree there, I would say. This game is really weird, a little bit unhinged, and pretty self-contained in a way that I think makes it worth checking out. This came out in 2023, but actually was originally part of like lo-fi indie horror collection called the Dread X Collection. This version has been a little bit enhanced, is my understanding. I never played that original version. However, I think when you launch the game, it gives you the option to play the original version. This game is sort of like trying to invoke feelings, at least this is my opinion, it might not be accurate, but I believe it's trying to invoke feelings of those weird, like, shareware games that you would get on discs. You may have played them at your grandparents' house where it's like, oh yeah, I got 1,000 games in one. And it would have all these really bizarre, lo-fi, sort of primitive games on them. I think that's what this is trying to get at, and we'll see when we jump in. But even from the main menu, you'll notice that the title theme doesn't loop properly. I think that's intentional, given David Szymanski's sort of pedigree when it comes to game making. And the game's just, it's not really scary, although it's technically a horror game. It more gets by on atmosphere. So anyways, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump on in. So the idea, oh, you know what? I think, well, this is fine. I'm actually partway through a playthrough. But basically the idea of the game is that, let's see if I can go back and, there we go, reset progress. We're going to start from the beginning. So the idea is that your loved one, your wife, I guess, is this. So what we need to do is hunt a bunch of squirrels so that we can staple them back to her corpse. And that is where the title of the game comes from. It's a little strange. We're going to get a lot of these little audio, or not audio, but journal entries, visual journal entries, that will kind of shed some light on the lore, but it's a pretty cryptic game all in all. And the idea is that in 5 days, God is coming, supposedly. And so you need to get her all stapled back together before then. So this is what the game looks like. Like I said, it's definitely lo-fi. But you do have somewhat of an open world, so we're there in the bottom right corner, that yellow dot. And you have this whole map to explore. The idea is we have to get a certain number of squirrels every day, come back and staple them to our beloved. But things get a little bit more unhinged as the days go on. So the game really gets by, actually, in my opinion, on the atmosphere, like I mentioned. The sound design is absolutely incredible. Like, a lot of it is... Ooh, I see a squirrel. Gotcha. So, you know, a lot of it is actually just ambient noise, but sometimes you're not sure what's ambient noise and what is creepy, scary things. I'll take that. At its most basic level, this is sort of like a hunting game. The top left corner there shows our compass, so we know which direction we're going on the map. But it also has our sort of vision and sound indicators. The squirrels will hear you and will see you and start running away. Like there's one right there. However, the AI is not super advanced or anything, to the point where a lot of times you can kind of just chase after them and try to point blank them. But you'll do well to generally try and sneak up on them. Ooh, I saw him. There we go. There's no bullet drop or anything to worry about, but you do have this bolt action that only holds 5 rounds. You got to find more rounds on the map in order to restock. There's 3 of our 5. I think what I'm going to do actually is just kind of shut up for a moment and turn the game audio up so you can hear kind of the ambience, if you will. and kind of appreciate it. So let's do that. Anyways, I think you kind of get the idea. So as we go on in the days, stuff will, like I said, get a little bit weirder. Gotcha. But there's some weird stuff on the map already. We'll go check that out before we grab our last squirrel and finish up. Like, we've got these rocks that will damage you if you walk between them. It's kind of weird. But you can find power-ups throughout the stage as well. So we got bullets, we got health, we got energy drink, which lets you move faster. Pretty useful for making your way around. And then you'll find squirrel facts. Oh, I didn't know that. They can eat their body weight in food every week. Cool. Yeah, you can see the energy drink makes a huge difference, so definitely worth getting. Let's go northwest here and find our next sort of location. Most of the stuff is not really necessary to do, but it just kind of fills in the world, I guess. Not, again, that there's that much to it, but it enhances the atmosphere. So we got this like little power station or something. We get some journal entries here. They're talking about noises and instruments needing to be recalibrated and whatnot. And then there's another one more in the center of the map that we'll go check out as well. But the squirrel facts that you find randomly scattered about start to become more and more unhinged as you go on as well. And you're like, wait a second, I don't think that's true, but we'll see that. We're going to probably go through a couple days here, and then I will leave it. I'm not going to spoil the ending of the game because that's kind of the crux of stuff that happens. And the price is cheap enough, at least when on sale, that I think this is worth checking out for yourself. But anyways, we can come up here to the radio tower and find these other journal entries. Story about a lady. Or an artist and the lady. That's nice. You can come back tomorrow for part 2. And just like with the other stuff in the game, it gets more grim and more unhinged as you go on. Oh, I saw him. Not quite. I think I got him that time. In addition, you can actually go around the world and find these geocaches. There's a different one each day. Finding all of them will get you an extra mode, I think. It's all optional stuff, though. Really, the main part of the game is just this weird atmospheric hunting game with random creepy stuff in it sometimes. I'll show you what a geocache looks like. I think I remember where the first one is. I think it actually might be that little red icon on the map. So we'll go to it and see if it's there. If not, we can probably find one on one of these other days. Should be like right over here, maybe. Yeah. So that's what they look like. Now, it is actually possible to die in this game due to things that will start appearing in the later days. For right now, it's just go out and hunt the squirrels, but I think that you're supposed to understand that the protagonist is becoming more and more insane as time goes on. I mean, he's already kind of insane because he's stapling squirrels to his dead wife, but hey. We'll go take care of that, though. Definitely a lot of occult imagery in this game, so that might turn you off, but I think it's done in enough of an atmospheric way that, I don't know, whatever. Yeah. Beautiful. See, even down to the way that there's this giant, like, blown up, artifacted JPEG, I think that's intentional to just make this seem like one of those weird low-budget games. But let's go ahead and check out day 2. We'll probably go through like day 3, and then I'll give you a hint of what happens at the end of the game, but I won't actually spoil it for you. I checked the Steam page before recording this because I actually picked this game up a while ago. Oh, we got to hunt the big squirrel today. That might have been him right there. You can use the F key by default to do a call. Oh, and if he's around, he will call back to you. I'm not actually sure if when the squirrels run, they have a tendency to come back to their original spot, or if they will just kind of roam around the map. But there we go. Oh, that's the big squirrel. Gotcha. By the way, there is an energy drink right behind the house, so it's generally worth grabbing that right off the bat, but I forgot, so hey. Alright, we gotta get 3 more squirrels, but let's run around and find some exciting squirrel facts. The little journal entries and facts are going to be in the same spot every day, so you can hit them pretty easily. Let's see what we got over here. Although squirrels mostly eat nuts, seeds, and fruit, they've been known to eat insects, bird eggs, and even animal carcasses. That sounds reasonable. Okay. See, although the map is the same every day, it's big enough and has enough points of interest that I think it's pretty compelling. There's an energy drink. It's not so big that you just get lost in it, or that it's incredible pain to make it from one side to the other or something. Let's go back up to the radio tower area and get the next part of the story about the artist. We can nab that squirrel while we're over here, I think. I'll show you what I meant about the AI not being incredible. If you have an energy drink, you can just kind of... Oh. You can just kind of do that. The actual hunting sim portion, probably not accurate to call it a sim, but that's not the main point of the game, so yeah. All right, let's read a little bit more. Okay, well, that's something, but whatever. Oh. Oh. Vengeful squirrel spirit. Yeah, so like I mentioned, it is possible to die because after the first day, you actually get some enemies that will start attacking you. And you'll get more dangerous enemies as the days go on. Again, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be kind of indicating the protagonist's mental health, but I mean, maybe there are really supposed to be squirrel ghosts. It's kind of ambiguous, which I guess is sort of the point. All right, let's go grab this energy drink, and then I'll show you another weird spot of interest on the map. Might have to go around. This is like trying to walk up the hills in Morrowind or something. Now, funnily enough, the first time I played through this game, I was playing it on a laptop without, like, a bunch of sound, because I was just kind of checking it out to see what it was. And you really miss out on... Nice. You really miss out on a huge part of the game if you're playing this without sound, because the sound design is really a major part of it. Let's see, I think the Shady Shack or whatever... Oh, not quite. It's over here. Gotcha. Go ahead and grab that. And I think the Shady Shack is southwest. Yeah. There it is right there, I think. Or is that the... That's the little power station. But we can get the other journal entry there. So, small abnormal readings. An animal is leaving dead squirrels. Yeah, totally normal stuff. Grab this. I gotta say, I've checked out probably like 3, maybe, of David Szymanski's games at this point, and I've liked all of them. So this one, obviously, but then Rust, it's a great sort of, what do they call it now, a boomer shooter? Like a Doom-style game. Good to know. And then, obviously, Iron Lung is pretty popular. Fantastic game, in my opinion. Alright, nice. Grab that. I don't actually know where the Shady Shack is, apparently. It might be on the far east side of the map. We'll just check it out tomorrow, then. Did we get this one already? Yeah. We were talking about Morrowind a minute ago. The ambient sounds in this kind of remind me of those, where you'd be walking through the Ashlands and just hear a sound like that and be like, is that something I need to be worried about, or is that just in the background? Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and staple a little bit more, shall we? Alright, I don't remember this being here. Well, I'm sure that's nothing to worry about. Alright, we'll complete this one last day, and then I'll, like I said, leave you with a teaser of the ending. I think at this point you can kind of see if you're going to like this game or not. The Path of the Righteous Squirrel, yes. Definitely gets by on theme and atmosphere, but worth checking out. I don't think I mentioned the game is $8, 8 American dollars, normally, which is kind of a little steep for a game that you can beat in about an hour. But on sale, you're going to be getting it 50% off. I can easily recommend it at that price. All right, let's go this way, because I think the Shady Shack is over here, maybe. We'll just do that call every once in a while to see if we can find the big squirrel. It's over here. Getting closer. I think he heard us and took off. Oh. Should be right over this hill. Nope. Not today. Alright, let's run back over and go to the Shady Shack. I got a little bit distracted. I think you can see just from this little bit that we've played how much less interesting this would be without the sound. The first time through I was like, yeah, I mean, that was something. But it wasn't particularly impressive. I guess is that the Shady Shack right there? No, we made it back to the power station again. Yeah, maybe. I don't know enough about squirrels to refute that, so... Not quite. Gotcha. Well, we can grab another journal entry here anyway. Something in the woods that we didn't expect. Oh. Okay, I only have one bullet, which is not enough to kill that guy, so we're going to be a little bit careful. However, with the energy drink, I can outrun him. I want to avoid making too much noise, because then he's going to come hunt me. Those guys will kill you much faster than the vengeful squirrel ghosts or whatever. Now, we do have that squirrel over here. Oh, there's some bullets. Oh, the fabled double squirrel, which will actually give us 2. One thing that I do like is that each day you're generally given... Uh-oh. More squirrels than you need. Okay. So you don't have to worry about, like, running around the map, like, where is that last squirrel? Alright, well anyways. You actually cannot outrun these guys if you don't have the energy drink. And it takes several shots to take them out, as you can see. Alright, we got all the squirrels that we need. Actually, I guess we need one more, don't we? Oops, we didn't pick this guy up. We're going to go check out the Shady Shack. We'll head back to base camp, and then I'll leave you with my final thoughts on the game. So last time we tried down that way, let's try all the way to the east, and it should be over here. Ah, here it is. I guess it's on the north. Every day you can commit sins at the Shady Shack to boost your score. Oh, okay. Committing sins. I don't know, but yeah, we've done it. All right, go back south, I guess. That'll take us home. Now, if one of those squirrel bears does happen to actually catch you, it can do quite a bit of damage. I'm out of ammo. That's not good. So you generally want to try and stay close to energy drinks if you can, so that you can actually get away. In the later days, it does actually get relatively easy to die, but like I mentioned before, you can kind of sneak around. It's not like the most robust stealth system that I've ever seen, but it is functional enough. And I guess better stealth than most AAA games have in their stealth sections. I guess we're not going to have a chance to see another squirrel fact, but they do get more unhinged as the game goes on. So like you'll find one that's like, oh, did you know that 2 squirrels can strip the flesh off of a human down to a skeleton within 30 minutes? And like that kind of stuff. And you're like, I don't think that's true. But anyways. Let's go back, find our what? Hello. Well, I guess that saves me some time. To bed we go. Anyways, everybody, we're going to go ahead and leave it there. I think you got a pretty decent idea of whether you're going to like this game or not. I think it's kind of cool. The ending is really weird, just like a lot of David Szymanski's games. It doesn't necessarily make complete sense, and it's not really a jump scare, but it is kind of creepy. Worth checking out, like I said. This has been Squirrel Stapler. If you like this one, please let me know. I do have a few other playthroughs of David Szymanski games recorded already, so I'll probably get those up on the channel at some point. And actually, after this one, I'm going to post a full playthrough, start to finish, as a long play, so no commentary, and you can actually see the ending there if you'd like to. But for now, that's about all I got for you. We will go ahead and give you a little teaser of what the ending might look like when God finally arrives, as they say. So until next time, thanks for watching. Stay squirrely, I guess, and God bless. I'll leave you with this.